Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the PGSMP for another installment in this series. I hope y'all are having a great day, and you notice that I am in an area that you probably don't recognize, and this is kind of a common place that was built up somewhere near our shopping district for the purpose of holding general meetings. And the big important aspect of this is there has been an election process to determine who the, elected king of the region is going to be. And we will be revealing that not today, but in the next episode, I should have footage based off of who wins that. But there are a couple of festivities that need to take place as a part of that announcement, and I've been asked to help a little bit with that. So we're going to talk a little bit about some things that are going to help us in making sure that this announcement goes off without a hitch. So if you are excited to see what exactly that entails, then be sure to stick around because we will be discussing that at length in today's video. So with any good festivity, you're going to need a lot of colored dyes, and that's what this arrangement here is built up for entirely. Now, all of these are 2-high flowers, which in the Java version of the game, you can bone meal and get access to more of the same flower, and each of the 2-high flowers will produce 2 dyes when you break them down for their coloration. So what we have here is we have a dispenser array that you can fill up with your bone meal. So let's go ahead and charge this up real quick here. I'm going to have to set up the bone meal to actually put in these dispensers. And out of these bone blocks, we will have enough to completely fill each and every dispenser. Now, this little platform that I'm standing on top of, it comes around out back here to cover up a lot of the redstone wiring. And then we have just a simple timer that happens between 2 observers peering into each other, and a sticky piston that pushes and pulls that observer with the flick of this lever. And if you watch what happens here, it's a very simple farm to set up to get industrial amounts of these dyes. And the collection system that we have down here is effective enough to grab the entirety of the flowers that are produced from this bone meal array and place them down here into our storage chests. It consists of a hopper minecart because a hopper minecart can grab blocks that are above the 1 block limit there. It has a little bit more reach than a standard hopper would. And then it feeds it down into this hopper, which in change puts it down into this area down here. And that gives us access to 4 of the 16 dyes in large quantities. And since we have access to a lot of bone meal, we have access to a lot of white dye as well, which is quite nice. The other item that, of course, we have for dyes is down here with our smelter array from these different cacti, and you'll see that there's a lot of green dye, though that's not the color that we're needing for the fireworks today. And by combining more white dye with the green dye from the cactus, you can make lime, and if you combine it with blue, you can make cyan. But we're going to need to set up that type of process at a later date to get access to a lot more of those dyes. But we're doing quite well as things are currently going. So I'm going to let these run out. And it should be done within just a moment or two here because we're going to need more access to that dye for projects in the future. Now, another thing that you'll probably want to make your fireworks a bit more impressive is access to fire charges, because that makes the explosion quite a bit larger. And to make those, I wasn't aware until very recently that those are items that can be crafted, but they indeed can be. So what you'll need to do is you will need to make some blaze powder and combine that with some coal and some gunpowder. And that is all you'll need to create 3 fire charges. And of course, because you get blaze powder in series of 2, you'll probably be crafting up 6 at a time. The other thing that you'll want to add a little bit more visual spectacle, at least in a cheaper way, is some glowstone powder. You can add diamonds as well, but the diamonds are a little bit expensive, or for more expensive fireworks, and I'm not going to be sacrificing any of those out of my own pocket at this time for this event. But as you can see here, we have an array of different colors, different effects, and some other things. The feathers will also add a couple of different effects to these firework rockets. So now we are going to start crafting a couple of them. And you're going to want to gather up these different materials first, as that's what's going to be used for crafting the individual stars. So let's throw in these fire charges. I'm going to make a couple of different sorts here, and some effects are not compatible, so we will need to combine a couple different ones, but we'll get a nice effect from adding the fire charge and the glowstone dust together. So let's get a couple of these red and yellow ones, and then let's throw a couple of feathers together with some white and some yellow to get a different style of star. And so there we have a variety of a couple of different types, and we'll make a few more varieties here as well, just to give every little display some personality. So now that you know the process of how to make fireworks, I hope that that helps you in your own adventures, or even if you just want to try it out in a creative world. That's honestly kind of the best way to do it, and the Minecraft Wiki has a lot of good instructional information when it comes to making those firework rockets. So what I will need to do now is I need to head over and set up these rockets to culminate the grand showing. And while I take care of that, I'm going to show you some of the footage from the debate that happened just a couple of days ago, so you have an idea of which members are running and what they're standing for or hoping to accomplish.
So I had to make this in like 15 minutes, so it's obviously the most amazing thing ever, but I'm going to read it. Reasons why you should vote for me. Number 1, I have a face under my face, as you can see. It is very wonderful. Number 2, it would be cool, you know? Just, yeah, you understand, Trevor, right? Yeah. Number 3, I like memes. Memes. Number 4, you will have amazing business deals. Just the best business out of everything.
I'm running for king. I know I'm fairly new to the server, but I hope I can become king to ensure that it stays good, you know? Not saying, which basically that's a fun way of saying I'm not corrupt. Which is always good in any ruler, is you don't want a corrupt ruler, and I'm not corrupt. The second reason why you should vote for me is because I will make sure that everything is good and that there is like, nothing bad, you know?
I'm running for candidate today, and the reason you should vote for me is because I am offering the hardest advancements to get in the game for free. I am offering everyone free access to my Witherose farm. There will be a free prison that I will have access for everyone to have. And any problems, you may come to me, and me and my gang will help solve said problem, and we can help with discounted prices on beacons, wither skulls, and other things.
My fellow friends of this great Minecraft server, we are entering a new era, and with this comes an important crossroad. You, my fellow brethren, must choose the right path for this great nation. You must choose between prosperity or demise of this great country. If you choose me, I will bring this country not only prosperity, but decades of content. And everybody likes content. With this will come fun and enjoyable times.
Hello, everyone. I want to be king just so I can. I want to be king because I want to repair. I don't want it just to be. I don't want us to just be secure to Mushroom Islands. I want to expand to everywhere, you know? I don't want us to just be here. I want to bring us together. We're more split apart right now. We all go to our own ways and we just kind of don't. We all have our shops, you know, but that's it. I want to bring us more together. I want to bring us more into this island, you know?
Okay.
I'm representing Evolve Cold 12 right now. But so Cold had sent me. He was not able to be here. He said that he will help the economy by giving donations to businesses, and he plans on making a justice system so crimes will be punished. Also, I plan on helping people get back stuff if they get robbed or anything.
So right here is where I have the switch that will set off the fireworks, and I will be sure to have some footage from that event in the next episode. But let me know what you're looking forward to seeing in the next installments of this series, as there's going to be a lot of really interesting items that happen, I'm sure, with this new government and the regime that's set to take place. So I'm going to get to a couple other projects that I have on my docket, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks again for watching, and bye-bye.